Ever been sitting at lunch and thought, man, this is really getting old? Looking around and wondering if these lunches will ever change would be a lot easier if our school would allow the seniors to have the privilege of an open campus lunch hour.
I think we should have off-campus lunches because as a senior, eating the same thing for the past 4 years gets really old. And if we get to have off-campus lunches, I'd be able to eat my favorite meal every day.
I think it'd be cool to have off-campus lunch so that, students can have different things instead of having the same old, like Buffalo Wild Wings every single day or something like that. And if they want to go home, they can go home. They don't have to stay at school.
These are only a couple of students' opinions on the open campus lunch policy, and if you ask around, there are plenty more. Other schools in the area have open campus lunch, but their circumstances are a little different than here at Carbondale.
If they're late, they're just tardy. If they don't return at all, then they would be marked truant. If you miss more than 9 days in any one class period, then you don't get credit for that class.
But even with some of the same qualifications, Carterville has changed to a closed campus lunch policy.
One of the main reasons for stopping the open campus lunch policy when we moved to the new school was our student parking lot is close to the Tri-C Elementary and is always congested. We were mostly concerned with safety and the fact that our seniors only had 30 minutes to get their lunch.
I'm more worried about when students leave the campus, rushing to get something to eat, rushing to get back. The line at McDonald's is long, and I want 100% of my kids safe at lunch. If we could guarantee that everyone's safe and everyone would, get to school, back to school safely on time. If every kid would, we'd have 100% attendance once they return. If those guarantees could be made, it would have an argument. I wouldn't say it would be instated. I would not be able to rest well, during lunch. With kids leaving and not knowing if, they're all going to come back.
Talking to Mr. Booth was informative, but his main concern was safety. If in a perfect world he could know that all of his students would return safely and on time, he might be more reluctant to allow it, but until then, his position still stands.